Very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Network Ethics. Today is the demo demo day one for 5-in-1 Firewall Mastery Program. Okay, so in this today's session, so we are going to discuss about the introduction about this course. What are all the products we are going to cover? So our today's agenda, right? Let me show you that our today's agenda. So I'm going to give you the introduction to about this course when we are going to start a new batch. So about upcoming live batch and what are the products we are going to cover in this 5-in-1 Firewall Combo. And inside that each product, what are the course curriculum we are going to cover as per the vendor each vendor specification we are going to discuss. I just want to give you the overview and this batch we are going to this 5-in-1 Firewall Combo batch we are going to start with FortiGate. So today we are going to deep dive with a FortiGate firewall course curriculum. So each and every content, what are the content we are going to cover in this FortiGate NSC4. Okay, so that we will discuss, and rest of the products like Paloalto, Checkpoint, Cisco ASA, Cisco FTD, right? So these firewall products, I'll give you the I'll give you the previous recorded videos which where we were deeply discuss about the each firewall course contents, so that you can, if you want, you can just refer that. And as well as I'll share you the document which whatever the course content we are going to cover in this 5-in-1 Firewall Combo for your reference. And if you want to refer the recorded videos for the course curriculum discussions, so that also we'll cover share with you, so you can go through that, guys. Okay, and as well as, so in this 1 hour, I'll try to cover maximum as much as possible. So about this course and as well as the course curriculum of each product. Okay. And along with that, after completion of this 5-in-1 Firewall Combo, right? So what are all the products you're going to learn, and what are all the certification you can able to go for the, you can uh, gain, what are all the vendor certification, global certification, like after completion of Palo Alto, what kind of certification you can go up, you can go for a specialist certification in that Palo Alto product, or in a Fortinet product, what kind of certification you can go in a Checkpoint product, what kind of global certification you can right. So all those things we will discuss. Okay? And after that, what are all the benefit by learning this multiple vendor product? What are all the benefit you are going to gain, and why we need to learn this multiple vendor product, right? That and all we will discuss in this our today's scenario, guys. So today's session, okay. And tomorrow day one, so since this batch is going to start with a FortiGate firewall, so we'll do I'll take in any one of the topic in a FortiGate firewall. Okay, so for your reference, so that you can able to understand how my teaching style is there, so whether it is suitable to you or not, that you can decide. And after that, after the demo, I'll along with the other products also, I'll share the recorded videos for Palo Alto, Checkpoint, ASA, right? So FTD, all other firewall products, random topics I'll pick and I'll share with you guys, so that you can just go through that. It's not possible to cover all the products demo within 2 hours. So day one and day two, so that I'll give you the recorded videos for your, just for your reference only, how my teaching methodology is there, so that you can just go through that. And after that, so if you're okay with my teaching style, and now then we can proceed the our live batch. We are going to start a new batch in our 5-in-1 Firewall Combo. Okay, so and as well as we are going to start a new batch in a FortiGate firewall. So it doesn't mean you have to take a 5-in-1 Firewall Combo only. If you want to take any individual firewall also, yes, you can just take it. Okay, so this batch we are going to start in this 5-in-1 Firewall Combo. We are going to cover ASA, FTD, and Checkpoint Firewall, and FortiGate, and Palo Alto. Okay, and so in this batch starts with FortiGate first. Okay, so FortiGate NSC4 we are going to start it. FortiGate NSC4 we are going to start. Okay, so if you're looking for FortiGate NSC4 only, right? So you can just join one individual FortiGate firewall, or if you're looking at an entire 5-in-1 Firewall Combo, then you can join us. Okay, okay. So about the batch schedule, so that batch is this batch is going scheduled on 16th September coming Monday. So you can join coming Monday. So timing will be the same timing which we have content in now demo, right? So 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Each it's a weekdays batch. So each day 1 hour. So Monday to Friday we are going to have a session. Okay. And as we mentioned, today and tomorrow we are going to give a demo, and the live batch is starting from 16th October. Okay. So regarding the course fee, I just give you the information. You can, if you want, if you're okay after the demo, if you're okay with my training, so if you want to enroll the courses, so you can take this course. Right now, we are giving a 50% offer in our institute. So you can just take this course for all these compo courses only for actual cost is 40,000. Those who take a 5 on firewall compo in normally. So now this course we given a 50% offer. So you can take this course for 20,000 rupees itself. Okay. If you're if you're from the uh Indian, you're Indian students and you can join, you can take this course for 20,000. If you are from the abroad, you can take this course for 300 USD. Okay. And you guys, those who are all going to take a 5-in-1 firewall combo, you guys can take this course with a installment payment option. Three installment, you can make your payment as a three installment. Okay. So first installment should be a 50% of your course fee, and that is 10,000 INR if you are from the India. Okay. And if you are from the abroad, first installment should be 150 USD. And second installment, so in a remaining 50 percentage, you can split as a two 25 percentages. So 5K, 5,000 INR you have to pay as your second installment, and third installment 5,000 INR you have to pay. And you guys are from the abroad, so you have to pay 75 USD and 75 USD. Okay, you have to pay remaining as a two installment. Okay, so a first installment only 50% of course fee, that is 150 USD. Okay, so so this installment payment option are applicable only for those who taking a 5-in-1 firewall combo. Okay, and those who are taking individual firewalls, there is no option for the installment payment. You have to pay the, if you're looking for a FortiGate firewall, you have to pay 5,000 rupees for 5-in-1, sorry, for FortiGate NSC4 training program, guys. Okay, so about the payment gateway, you can just ping me. So after the demo, if you you can just ping me about the payment gateway and payment procedure. We'll discuss. Okay, guys. So you can just contact me if you have any doubts or if you need any clarification regarding this course, right? So or any doubts, you can just ping me on this number. Okay, I'll drop my number. So I'll just write it down. 959781. Sorry. 8863. So you can just ping me on this number. Okay. So whatever you are having your queries, we'll reply. We'll discuss, guys. Okay. So it just that's all about the info which we are going to start a new batch, upcoming new batch. Okay. So regarding our today's content. So in this 5-in-1 firewall combo, so what are the products we are going to cover? Okay, so in this 5-in-1 firewall combo, we are going to cover FortiGate Fortinet product. It's a brand name. Okay, in Fortinet, we are going to cover FortiGate firewall. Okay, FortiGate firewall, guys. Fortinet is the brand name, and Fortinet have one of the products called firewall product called FortiGate firewall. Okay, and like this, we are going to cover Palo Alto products. So inside the Palo Alto product, we are going to cover Palo Alto firewall, and Panorama. Panorama. So Panorama, it's a management device, a centralized management device for Palo Alto firewall. Okay, so you can manage hundreds of hundreds of firewalls, multiple firewall under one roof by using Panorama. Okay, in your, let's say you have a multiple branches, multinational companies. You are working under multinational company, or you are having a multi branches company. All branch you have Palo Alto firewall and all this. So the each branches are located in a different location. So all this different location Palo Alto firewalls you want to manage under one roof in your headquarters, right? So in that case, you can use this product called Panorama, which is centralized management device for the Palo Alto firewalls. Okay, so you can use this device as a centralized management device, as well as you can use this device as a centralized log collector. Okay, so you can collect all branches Palo Alto firewall logs under one roof by using Panorama. Okay, so log collector as well you can, or both the role you can deploy, you can activate in this device. Okay, so in according to Palo Alto, we are going to learn two products. So one is Palo Alto firewall, another one is management device. Okay, management device you are going to learn. And when come to the Cisco and ASA firewall, you are going to learn Cisco vendor. You are going to learn three products. One is Cisco ASA, which is part of this fine on firewall combo. Another one is Cisco FTD, Firepower Threat Defense Firewall. Okay, so this is also firewall product. Okay, and another one you're going to learn FMC. Okay, Firepower Management Center. Okay, so that this is the device. It's similar to Palo Alto Panorama, so where you can manage multiple firepower devices, Cisco FTD firewalls or next generation IPS, right? So firepower devices under one roof. So that device called FMC. So in our known firewall compo, especially in FTD firewall, we are going to cover FTD firewall, firepower threat defense, which is a next generation firewall product for in a Cisco vendor. Okay, along with a management device, centralized management device called FMC. Okay, these two products you are going to learn, and along with Cisco ASA firewall. Okay, so in a Cisco product, you are going to in this in this firewall mastery program, you are going to learn almost five firewall courses. I mean, sorry, five vendor products, five vendors we are going to cover. Sorry, four vendors we are going to cover. In that, we are going to cover almost in Palo Alto two products, in Cisco three products, in FortiGate only one firewall product. In Checkpoint, we are going to teach one firewall product, Checkpoint firewall. Okay, so you are going to learn almost seven products. Okay, so under firewall mastery program, you are going to learn almost, you are going to have a knowledge to manage seven plus products, guys. Almost seven plus products you are going to manage. Okay, so okay, guys, and comes to the checkpoint. So checkpoint, here you are going to learn checkpoint firewall. Checkpoint is a brand name, and Gaia operating system you're going to learn. Okay, checkpoint firewall. We call it as a checkpoint firewall. Okay, so that products we are going to teach you. So almost seven products you are going to learn. Two management devices. One is from Palo Alto and one is from Cisco. And then five firewall products. Two is from Cisco, and then one firewall product which is Palo Alto, and one firewall product with the Fortinet, which is FortiGate firewall, and one firewall product from Checkpoint Software Solution. Checkpoint, which is Gaia operating system. Okay, so totally seven products you are going to learn. Apart from that, uh, we are going to integrate with the Active Directory server, Windows Server, Active Directory services. So that is it's a common thing. So So the products which we are going to include in this 5 known firewall combo. Sorry, side not change means. So is it not visible properly, Ramesh? So guys, others, my screen is visible to everyone. So others, is it visible? Or I hope it is visible to everyone. See, this is a PDF. Actually, it's not a. I mean, I convert it as a PDF file. From it. Okay, so others can see. So Ramesh, please try to reconnect. Others can able to see my screen properly. Yeah, thank you, Ramesh. Okay, guys. So almost 7 products we are going to cover in this fine one mastery firewall mastery program, guys. Okay, so next. So so in this so about here now we just saw what are all the products we are going to cover in this fine on firewall compo. So after this fine on firewall compo, what are all the what are each firewall products, each product, what are all the course curriculum we are going to which means syllabus we are going to cover. Just a minute, guys. Guys, am I audible? Sorry, I hope I'm audible now. Yeah, okay. So each product, right? So what is our course curriculum, which level of which module we are going to cover? So what are all the, so each product, what kind of certification you can do after completion of this training program, as well as what is the course curriculum, what is the level of training program we are going to conduct in this each product we are going to see now. So first, since this firewall compo is going to start with a FortiGate, so we'll start with FortiGate first. Okay, so in FortiGate, it's a FortiGate firewall. The brand name is Fortinet. Product name is FortiGate firewall. So the course name. So we are going to cover NSC4 under. So in FortiGate you have a course curriculum like starting from NSC1 to NSC8. Okay. So each level of training NSC1, 2, 3 like that. NSC8. So NSC means network security expert. Okay. So this NSC, this is a Fortinet product. So in entire this, just a minute, guys. Entire this Fortinet environment, right? So a Fortinet track, if you want to focus your career with the only Fortinet products, right? So Fortinet. So just like Cisco, like we have in Cisco, we have a CCNA and CCNP, CCIE, and then CCNA, sorry, CCNP security, CCNP service provider, CCNP enterprise, like that. We have a different type of track, right? So because Cisco have a multiple products when it comes to the network and network security, right? So they have a multiple product. Similarly, Fortinet also have a multiple products. So if you're running on data center, right? So if you want to secure your data center, so in all the aspect, if you go for a Fortinet, they will give you all the products which we need to secure your data center. So that many products they have. They also have a firewall. They have also have a switch. They also have a web security appliances. They also have a mail security appliances. They also have a um, like um, management devices like 40 manager for, and then log collector devices, centralized log collector devices, 40 analyzer, 40 token, 40 authenticator, like that. 40 wi-fi, they have a wi-fi device, they have a wi-fi extender, right? So they have multiple products, right? So the each level of training, you are going to learn each products. Okay, so NSE 1 and 2 and 3, right? So this is for NSE 1 and 2. It's for the beginner, those who are not, those who are as a student, those who are not aware anything about network and network security things, right? So they don't have a knowledge of network fundamentals, right? So that is covered under NSE 1s. Okay, NSE 1. NSE 2, it's about their products, whatever their product, what are all the products they have in in your to protect your infrastructure, right? So like a firewall, wi-fi router, I mean wi-fi, and then access point, and then um a 40 token authenticator, and then mail security appliances, web security appliances, sd sorry, um, cloud firewalls, right? So all these products they have it. Okay, so all the product they have it. So that about their products, they will teach you what are all the products they have. So what is the benefit, and how, in which scenario we have to use, what is the benefit of each product. That just they are going to give a general info about their products, that's it. Under NSC2, they are going to give a knowledge, what are all the product they are going to they are having it, and which scenario we have to use, and where we have to use these products. So that thing they are going to teach you in NSC2. And NSC3, it's not for the technical people. Okay, so NSE 1 and 2 for the beginners, those who are all not having a fundamental knowledge about networking and network security things. Like at least if you have, it's, you can just compare CompTIA N plus or fund in CCNA ICND 1, right? So you can say like CCNA. Okay, so if you have a knowledge of CompTIA N plus or CCNA knowledge, then you no need to go for a NSE 1 and 2. Okay, however, NSE 1, NSE 2, we are going to cover under NSE 4. So because uh, while covering NSE 4, so first week we are going to discuss about the security fabrics. Security fabrics means, so what are all the FortiGate products we have to integrate with your FortiGate firewall to ensure your network security, that we are going to see. So while doing that topic, we are going to cover the available products which is available in a Fortinet environment. So that is cover which is comes under NSC2 curriculum. Okay, that topic is comes under the NSC2 curriculum. Okay, so we'll cover NSC2 as well. NSC1, so it's you guys, the prerequisite to learn this firewall, at least you should have a knowledge of fundamental networking, at least CompTIA N plus knowledge or CCNA. If you have a CCNA knowledge, that is preferable. Okay, so you NSC3, it's about this. It's not for the technical people. You, as a technical people, you have to start from in a Fortinet environment. You have to start from NSC4. Okay, so right. So NSC3, it's for the salesperson who is working as a salesperson under Fortinet or Fortinet partner company. They have to learn this. So which is including the NSC2 information and NSC3. I mean, along with what is the cost, licensing cost, right? What is the cost of each and every product, how to sell this product, how to approach the customer, what is the cost difference and licenses update, right? So that information they are going to teach you under NSC3, which is not for the technical people. And if you want to learn this NSC3, and you should be a part of the Fortinet employee or Fortinet partner based companies employee, then only you can able to learn NSE3. So but technical, as a technical people, you no need to go for NSE3. We'll go with the NSE4, guys. Okay, you have to start your career in a Fortinet environment directly from the NSE4 if you have a knowledge of CCNA or CompTIA N plus. And no worries about NSE1 and 2. NSE1. So additional information like what is um, cybersecurity, what is virus, malware, spyware, and how to secure your how to identify the vulnerabilities, right? So these information, so just theoretically they have covered along with the CompTIA N plus networking fundamentals. So what is threat, what is virus, malware, right? So these kind of information they have additionally covered under NSE1. So this is also will be covered under NSE4 in our curriculum. So while doing a security profile topic, or you can say UTM features. So I'll let you know what is that UTM features, what are all the UTM features we have. So that and all while doing a deep discussion about FortiGate course curriculum. So FortiGate firewall course curriculum. So that time I'll let you know. So in our NSE4 curriculum, which is included NSE1, NSE2, okay, and NSE4. NSE3, still it's for the sales purpose, so we can eliminate this NS3. So our NSE4 training program, which is talk about included with NSE1, NSE2, and NSE4, guys. Okay, so after that, which is NSE4, it's fully talk about your FortiGate firewall. So one of the product and from the Fortinet environment. So you're going to learn FortiGate firewall. Fortinet also have a like a centralized management device for the FortiGate firewalls. So called FortiManager. So that is also we have, and I mean that kind of products also we have in a Fortinet, and that comes under the NSE5 FortiManager and FortiAnalyzer. Manager, analyzer, right? Analyzer. So these two products, if you want to go for a NSC5 certification, you should have a knowledge FortiGate firewall. First, the prerequest to go for a NSC4, there is no prerequisites. Okay, you can straightly you can directly you can write the exam for the NSC4 if you are completed these two papers. Okay. Okay, what is these two papers? I'll let you know. Okay, and if you go for a NSC5, first you need to get a NSC4 certification. Then only you can go for a NSC5 certification program, guys. Okay, you can once if you have completed NSC4, you are NSC4 certified engineer. Then only you can go for a NSC upgrade your certification to the next level NSC5. So where you can learn FortiManager and FortiAnalyzer. Okay, so just right, and then NSE6, you are going to learn other products like 40 web, 40 mail, which is mainly focusing web application security, which is mainly focusing the email security, right? So 40 mail. So these products you are going to learn under NSE6, okay, uh, right? Under NSE7 and NSE8. NSE7, you are going to learn deeply ESD-WAN, full SD-WAN. Okay, one of the paper you're going to learn under NSE7, NSE8, which is included all the products like 40 authenticator, 40 token, 40 guard feature like that. We have a different type of products. So that is included. So all the expert level, highest level of the certification called NSE8. If you become a NSE8, so you can become, I mean, if you completed NSE8 training with certification, you can as a single person, you can handle entire data center when it comes to the data center security part. Okay, so that many products we have in a Fortinet, guys. Okay, so come back to our curriculum, which is we are going to cover NSC4. Here we are going to cover FortiGate firewall. Okay, so this FortiGate firewall, if you go for a NSC4 certification, as per the vendor curriculum, right? As per the vendor curriculum, Fortinet curriculum. So if you're directly going for a training in a Fortinet, right? So you have to get a training with the two papers. One is FortiGate security paper, another one is FortiGate infrastructure paper. Okay, so FortiGate security paper You need to attend the separate training, and FortiGate infrastructure you need to attend the separate training. Okay, they will charge you so separately, and it's a costlier training as well. Okay, so if you are having a knowledge of these two papers, then only you're eligible to write a NSC4 certification. Okay, so we eligible means you can easily clear NSC4 certification. Okay, so NSC4 exam will be conducted based on this FortiGate security and FortiGate infrastructure paper, guys. Okay, so our curriculum NSC4, which included these two papers. Let me show you the FortiGate security paper and FortiGate infrastructure paper as per the vendor. Okay, so you can see this is a FortiGate security paper. So as per the vendor curriculum, okay, so almost you have a 12 modules. Okay, and then 12 units or modules. Okay, and FortiGate infrastructure, under infrastructure paper you can see fund SD-WAN implementation, and then virtual domain. So I'll let you know what is that. So we'll discuss our curriculum, which included both the paper. Okay, so that you can get to know what are the topics we are going to cover under NSC4. Okay, so VPN, and then high availability, right? And proxy, all those things you are going to learn under FortiGate infrastructure. And then like UTM features, how to use your FortiGate firewall to create security rule to achieve the UTM features like application control, URL filter, file blocking, right? So antivirus profile, IPS, your entire IPS activities, and along with SSL VPN, right? So and security fabric. So you are going to have a knowledge of NSE 1 and 2. So right, so these things you are going to learn under FortiGate security paper. You have to attend this training separately. And for ASD-WAN, and then for routing, how to enable dynamic routing in your FortiGate firewall, and then how to create a virtual domains. Virtual domains, it's similar to VLAN concept, or you can say single firewall. You are going to split as a multiple logical firewalls. This concept is called virtual domain. So that that and all you are going to learn under FortiGate infrastructure paper, and IPsec VPN and layer 2 deployment. So transparent. So you can deploy your Palo Alto firewall in a switching environment as well. So let how to deploy your sorry, not Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall. How to deploy your FortiGate firewall in a layer 2 switching, right? So and how to achieve the high availability, right? So redundancy purpose. So under high availability, active, passive, and active types we are going to implement. So all this comes under the FortiGate infrastructure paper, guys. Okay. So these two papers which included under our curriculum. Okay. So totally we have 15. Sorry, let's just leave it above the 15th module. We have a 14 module. So as per our course curriculum, so which included both FortiGate in security paper and FortiGate infrastructure paper. So first module 1, module 2, module 3, and module 4, module 5. Sorry, module 5, not module 5. Module and then so let me module 1 to 4, 1 to 4, and module 6, module 7, 8, module 6 to 8, module 11, which is SSL VPN part SSL. Okay. So 1 to 4 and 6 to 8, 4 plus 3 and 1. So almost 8 module belongs to FortiGate security paper. Our 8 modules, which is comes under the FortiGate security paper. Okay. And then module 5, module 9 to 11, 9, 10, 11, 11. under 11 SSL, sorry, site to site VPN. Okay, so model 11 partially site to site VPN. Okay, and model 12 SD-WAN, model 13 VDOM, model 14 it's about troubleshooting. Okay, model 11 9 to 14. Okay, 5 to 9, sorry 5, yes, 5 to 9 almost 4, and 11 to 14 almost 4, right? So okay, so almost 8 units comes under 8 modules comes under the FortiGate infrastructure paper, okay, which is included as per the vendor training model, guys. Okay, as per the training model, and here we are going to learn FortiGate 7.2 operating system, FortiOS, which is latest operating system of your FortiGate firewall, and as well as 6.4. Both we are going to use in our training, guys. Okay, so let's deeply discuss about FortiGate firewall. So I'll give you the overview under module 1, introduction to the firewall. So if you are very new to this network security domain, if you are already working as a uh, routing engineer, right? So routing and switching part, and you're very new to this security domain, right? If you're not, just what is firewall, but you're not having much knowledge on that, so then that's fine. We are going to start from the scratch. So what we'll start from the FortiGate file. What is the for, introduction to the firewall? What is firewall to what are the type of firewall we are having it? So which scenario, which type of firewall we have to use it from every introduction, beginner level. It's starting from the beginner level, so you can learn all fundamentals. Okay, so from the network security domain. Okay, so and as well as introduction to the Fortinet. So what are all the products we are going to have? What is Fortinet brand, and what are the products we are having in a Fortinet brand, right? So all those information we are going to teach. We are going to cover under introduction to the Fortinet and FortiGate security fabric. So which is talk about NSE 2. Okay, and introduction. Let's talk about NSE 1 partially, and when we are going to cover UTM features like antivirus profile, file blocking, that time rest of the NSE 4, NSE 1 topic will be covered under. So so that you can easily understand, so the what is virus, malware, what is threats, so what is the prevention technique we have to use it, right? So all those stuffs we'll discuss, and which is comes under the NSE 1, we'll discuss under security profiles. Okay, UTM features. Okay, and then so along with that, you're going to have a knowledge what are the FortiGate firewall models we have, from the hardware models and VM models, from the entry level to high end level of the products which is used for the secure data center, secure a data center and to secure a ISP environment, right? So that devices we are going to give you the data sheet information. So what are the models we have, and what is the capability of each devices, right? So that information which comes under the NSC 2 again. So this is comes under the NSC 2. And along with that, if you're getting a fresh FortiGate firewall very first time, how to access your FortiGate firewall through CLI GUI console, and how to register your FortiGate firewall for the Fortinet tag. Okay, so for the feature support and license upgradation, right, and any patch upgradation, right? So that for that purpose, we are going to register your FortiGate firewall in a FortiGate tag. So how to register, how to get the license from tag account, right? So that and all we are going to discuss under module 1, guys. Okay, so almost it will cover 4 to 5 sessions it will cover. Okay, it's a beginning level, so 3 to 5 session. Along with that, your lab setup, so totally 1 week it will cover. Okay, lab setup. So for the lab access, for lab setup, initial for your hands-on purpose, we'll use a E1G virtual lab. Okay, so E1G tool, the necessary tools and software files will give you for your lab hands-on. So if you want to create your own lab setup in your laptop or desktop, so the tools will be given to you. So and I will teach you how to create your own lab setup, right? So you can install yourself. So if you're having any issue, I'll assist you guys, okay? Or else we are also providing a lab access. So if you want, you can just register, I mean, you can just book your slot and you can access our lab as well, okay, for your hands-on. Okay, guys. So then second module two, which is talk about the device management, how to manage your FortiGate firewall. So like taking a backup, very first time, how to access the consoles from how to access the console through CLI and GUI from the remote devices, uh, right, as well as very first time how to access. So that also we are going to cover, and as well as how to take a backup and restore and scheduled based backup, how and then I mean automated backup and scheduled based backup, right? So how to restore your backup files from the remote devices, right? So that and all you are going to through by using FTP, TFTP protocols, okay, and local and through flash memories, right? So that and all we are going to discuss, and device management. Along with that, administrative type of admin privileges, what are the type of predefined administrators we have in Fortinet environment, and what are how to create a customized admin privileges and a customized console access to the each administrators. So that and all we are going to cover under device management. So okay, so that is comes under the modules 2 and modules 3, how to manage your FortiGate firewall policy, security policy, what are the type of predefined policy we have, and what are the type of how to create a explicit rule, and how to validate that policies, and then how to create a deny rule, and how to create a allow rule, and as well as how to validate the duplicate rules, right? So that and all we are going to see, and as well as how to create a policy by using layer 3 filters to layer 7 filters, like how to create a policy to allow or deny any specific IP address or any specific destination IP or network, any specific network or any specific destination network source and destination network are specific host, how to block, right? And how to allow or deny any protocols and port number services, TCP or UDP protocols or services by using port numbers, like HTTP, how to block HTTP services, HTTPS services, file FTP service, right? So by using port protocol and port number, how to use the filters, protocol and port numbers to allow or deny some traffic, right? And along with that, we are going to create a rule how to filter the traffic along with L3 filter, L4 filters plus layer 7 filters, which is application, how to create a rule to allow or deny any specific applications and micro application as well. I just want to allow Facebook. Inside that Facebook, I just want to deny Facebook chat application, micro application. So that is possible when you're using application filter in FortiGate firewall. And along with that, I just want to allow or deny some services for the set of people or set of group of employees, right? So user based filters we can able to do. So that is, yeah, comes under a layer 7 filter, how to create a policy by using user based filters. Okay, so user or user group based filter. So that and all we are going to discuss under module 3, which is talk about firewall policies along with validation of your policy. Okay, and then module 4, which is talk about the NAT. So in FortiGate firewall, we are covering source NAT, destination NAT. So in FortiGate firewall, we have a different type of terminology for this source NAT and destination NAT. So we have a policy based NAT, and then we have a central NAT, So what is policy based NAT? What is central NAT? And what is virt virtual IP? Okay. So that and all comes under NAT, so which is actually called as a source NAT and destination NAT only. Okay. So in FortiGate we can implement this source NAT and in this source NAT in a two different way, policy based NAT and centralless NAT. Okay. And this policy based and centralless NATs you can implement static method in a static method and dynamic method. Okay. So virtual IP is for the destination NAT. So what is DNAT and so what is SNAT, source NAT one, what is destination NAT and which scenario we have to implement source NAT and which scenario we have to implement destination NAT. That and in case if you're having any issue with your NAT, NAT implementation, like creating a NAT rule, right? How to troubleshoot that and which scenario and we are facing NAT related issues, right? So that and all we are going to discuss under module 4, guys. Okay, which is talk about address translation. Okay, in module 5, firewall authentication, so which is part of layer 7 filter, and as well as so you can create firewall administrators with a remote user management systems like a active directory. You can manage firewall administrator user accounts in active directory server, and how to integrate your Paloalto, sorry, your FortiGate firewall with Active Directory servers. Okay, so Active Directory server and how to when the firewall administrators try to log in with your FortiGate firewall and whatever the credential they are giving it, right? So that is maintained under Active Directory server. So how this FortiGate firewall will fetch the active the the user information, their credentials, right? So everything, how it is fetching from the Active Directory server and how it is allowing the users to log in with the FortiGate firewall, administrator users to log in with the FortiGate firewall. That thing we are going to see under firewall authentication. You can just firewall administrator user authentication. We can do it locally in your firewall, and we can store that information remote by using remote user management system like Radius, Takas, and LDAP. Okay, so here we are going to use that LDAP integration as well as how to allow extend your uh, internal users, like you may have a multiple teams. Each team they need to access different set of services and applications, right? So by using FSSO agent feature, we are going to use user authentication. So which means we are going to integrate your AD server by using this FSSO agent application. Okay, it's an application which you need to install in your Active Directory server to integrate your Active Directory server with your FortiGate firewall. Okay, so what is this FSSO agent and how it is working? So that and all we are going to cover under module 5. Okay, and under module 6 it's fully talk about your IPS. So this is called NGFW features, next generation firewall features. So where it can do deep inspect your live traffic, deep inspection, deep inspection by using antivirus feature and anti-malware, right? And then IPS intrusion. So it can detect the intrusions, and as well as along with that, you're going to use application control, URL filter, so which is comes under module 7, web filtering and data leakage protection. All these features. So module 6, module 7, module 8, these three modules comes under the next generation firewall features. Okay, so how to use this security, these are all called security profiles. Okay, so you cannot achieve these features directly on your security policy. You have to create a separate profile. That profile you need to be attached in your security policy. How to use these features like antivirus profile, application control, URL filter, file blocking, right, data leakage protection, and then content filters. So I in any specific kind of let's say my LAN users want to access the internet, and while accessing the internet, he's trying to download some file, which is I don't want to allow users to download the PDF file, text file. In that case, I can use file filtering option. I don't want to allow my internal user or external users to download some sensitive information which is having which is having sensitive information like about my upcoming project details or my user and my client's information, right? So I don't want to anybody steal my client's information or my project information from our internal network. So in that case, you can go with a content filter, or you can say data leakage protection as well. So in that case, you can use that keywords as so by using a data leakage prevention policy, you can define the keywords which is having more sensitive information. So as a keyword, right? So in case the user if try to download or upload some file which is having sensitive information like a credit card information or user details, personal information, right? So or your project details, right? Which you think, which details you are thinking as a very sensitive, that information if you don't want to get leaked, and you can use this data leakage prevention features to prevent that data stealing from external users to steal the information from the internet, as well as so your internal users, you can avoid to download some sensitive information from the internet as well by using data leakage prevention policy. Okay, so that is all these model 6, 7 and 8. These three models comes under the next generation firewall features. Okay, if you're not aware what is next generation feature, so no worries, just leave it. And we our our upcoming session, I mean when we are going to discuss about the introduction to the firewall, so and we are going to discuss what are the type of firewall we are having it, right? So that time we'll I'll let you know why we call it these information as a next generation firewall features, these features, and why we need these features, and all we'll discuss so that you can able to understand, guys. Okay. So and then module 9, which is talk about the high availability. Okay. So so this is redundancy purpose we are using it. Okay. So in case if you are having your firewall is failure, right? So hardware wise or any connectivity issues happen. So if you don't have a redundant device, so until unless that issue is fixed, the device will because that device is the gateway to your production network, external network to internal network. So if this device is crashed, right? So until unless you're fixing that device, so your internal users will not able to communicate with the internet, and external users will not able to communicate with their internal networks. So in a production network, we need to ensure 24/7 uptime, right? So for that we need a redundancy products. So how to use that redundancy products, that is called so to avoid the outages, we are using high availability concept. So if you're right, so that high availability concept, we have active passive and active active. So active passive means one device, so simultaneously only one device will take care of the live traffic. Okay, so let's say if you are having this is the high availability deployment. Okay, so if you are having if you're having single FortiGate firewall, so until unless this device is replaced, so your internal users and external users will not able to communicate, right? So so your production will be affected. In case if you have a backup device, so in case this device goes down, the rest of the traffic will be transmitted to your secondary available backup device, right? So you will always make sure your runtime or uptime, okay, so your service always in available. Okay, so your users or your internal employees, they can able to communicate with your internal and external users, so without having any issues, so you can make your production time so always available, right? So if you're not having a backup redundancy device, that is called linear deployment. So if you're having a linear deployment, you will definitely you'll face a reachability issue and as well as over workload as well. So that is not advisable. So linear deployment or it's not advisable in a production network. So always you need to make sure the high avail you need to make ensure the high availability. Okay, so redundancy you need. So that redundancy you can use active passive and active active. In this scenario, one device will active, another device will passive. So once the active devices goes down, the passive device will take a charge and it will take care of the rest of the traffic. It will become active. So once the the previous active device is getting fixed, and after that this device will take care of the charges again, it will become active and this device will become a passive. Okay, so this is called a redundancy or I mean active passive high availability. And another method, both will be in active state. I have a two devices, my production network is very high, so I'm my firewall is facing or taking care more data flow, so that because of that my device is uh, become a slow, my network is become slow, so I'm facing a latency. So so I have a high availability device, another device as of now which is passive. I don't want to waste this resources, so I just want to use this resource. So both will be inactive. If you deploy it, both will be inactive. Both will take care of the live traffic. Partially they will share their workload. If one device goes down, another active device will take care of the rest of the traffic. So in this scenario, it will achieve the high availability and as well as load sharing. Okay, so this concept is called active high availability. So that also we will discuss under module 9. And module 10, let's talk about the routing. So how to enable your static and default and dynamic routing protocols in your FortiGate firewall, that we are going to discuss under module 10. Module 11, it's talk about the VPN. So how to establish the site-to-site VPN between FortiGate firewalls, and how to achieve SSL VPN, remote access VPN, by using FortiGate firewall, that we are going to cover under module 11. And module 12, let's talk about the SD-WAN. What is SD-WAN feature, how to manage by using SD-WAN feature, how to manage multiple WAN links under one roof, and how to automate this WAN link management by using the SD-WAN process. Okay, so in using FortiGate firewall, that we are going to see under module 12. So SD-WAN, here you are going to learn SD-WAN using FortiGate firewall, how to enable SD-WAN features in FortiGate firewall, how to manage multiple WAN links, and how to choose the best path by using different criterias like bandwidth, like uh, latency, right? And how to manually we have to choose the best path, right? So by using cost effective, right? So that and all we are going to see, and their SD-WAN concepts in which is available in a FortiGate firewall. Okay, and module 13, it's talk about the VDOM. So virtual, I told you earlier what is VDOM. It's in a we are splitting one physical firewall. We are splitting as a multiple logical firewall. So that is called VDOM. Okay, so similar to VLAN, how we are splitting one single switch as a multiple logical broadcast domain, right? Or multiple logical LAN networks, right? Similarly, we are splitting as one physical firewall as a multiple logical firewall, that is called VDOM. VDOM, virtual domains. VDOM means virtual domain. So what are the type of VDOMs we have and how to configure that, everything we will discuss under module 13. Module 14, it's talk about the troubleshooting, how to capture the packet in FortiGate firewall, what are the packet capturing tools we are, and dynamic diagnosis tool we are having in a FortiGate environment, right? So how to troubleshoot while troubleshooting, we are going to troubleshoot the live tickets. So how to analyze the user tickets and how to generate the report for while giving a solution, how to make a report for the ticket, right? And how to analyze the logs and reports while troubleshooting. So that and all we are going to discuss under module 14. And each topics, if you're having any issue protocol wise or configuration wise, if you're having any issues, how to troubleshoot, that also we are going to cover with each products, sorry, each model, guys. Okay, and this is model 14. It's about common troubleshooting methodology, troubleshooting techniques and tools which is available in FortiGate. Okay, that we are going to discuss under module 14. Okay, so module 15 about the exam preparation. If you want to do NSC4, if you want to become an NSC4 certified engineer and you want to write the examination by yourself, how to prepare and what are the area you have to focus and where to practice, right? So that and all, how to practice that and all we will discuss under module 15, guys. Okay, so these are all the course curriculum we are going to cover under FortiGate NSC 4, which is included FortiGate security paper and FortiGate infrastructure paper. Clear, guys? Okay, so these are all the course curriculum we are going to cover under Fortinet NSC 4, guys. So, and other products like Palo Alto and Checkpoint. So I'll just give you the overview. Okay, and after our training include in a Palo Alto. So PCNSA and PCNSC certification. Okay, so we have in Palo Alto we have one more certificate called PCCSA. Okay, so Palo Alto Cyber Securities Associate Certified, Palo Alto Certified Cyber Security Associate. So that is similar to NSC 1 and 2. Okay, so those who are very new, so where NSC, this is almost 85 percentage of the course content of CompTIA N plus. Okay, and 20 uh 25 sorry 15 percentage of the course content of NSC 1. What is cybersecurity, what is uh, vulnerability, threats, malware, right? So that information it is having. So this is comes under these PCCSA certification, guys. So that is for the people who's very new to this cyber. I mean, very new. The people who is learning phase, like students, right? So for them, this certification, okay. So PCCSA, and for us, those who want to learn Palo Alto products, right? So those who already have a knowledge of CCNA or CompTIA Plus, or you're already working professional, right? So you can start your career from in Palo Alto directly from PCNSA and PCNSE, and there is no where to you can, after completion of our training program, you can go for a PCNSA certification or PCNSE certification, anything. Okay, there is no prerequisites like Fortinet NSE 4 or right. So checkpoint CC checkpoint. So if you go for a CCSE expert certification in Checkpoint, first you need to complete administrative CCSA certificate. Then only you can go for a expert certification. But here in Palo Alto, if you have a knowledge of these three papers, so you can go for a PCNSE certification. Okay, or if you have only these two papers, you can go for a PCNSA certification, and there is no prerequisites. First you need to complete PCNSA, then you need to go for a PCNSE. Not like that. You can directly go for a PCNSE. The cost for the NSC 4 certification, sorry, I forget to mention that, 400 USD plus taxes based on your country norms. Okay, and then in Palo Alto, either PCNSA 180 USD, PCNSE 180 USD. So you can directly go for PCNSE instead of doing PCNSE. The validity for this course, this certification is 2 year. For Palo Alto also 2 year, and FortiGate also 2 years. Okay, so let's talk about the Palo Alto course curriculum. So we are covering up to PCNSE as per the vendor training program. If you want to get the training and directly on Palo Alto, right? So if you want to go for a PCNSE certification, so sorry, PCNSA, first paper you have to complete called EDU 210. Okay, and sorry. Actually, only one paper called EDU 210. It's mistakenly I have added here, guys. EDU 220, it's included here, not PCNSA. EDU 210 paper you have to learn. And if you're having a knowledge of EDU 210 paper, then you're going to learn Palo Alto firewall. So you can manage your Palo Alto firewall for the daily activities like creating a policy, creating an object, enabling the services, right? Right. and taking a daily activities like taking a backup, restore, license upgradation. So these activities you can able to manage it. The configuration and deployment is possible, but when comes to the troubleshooting and management, right? So that is not possible. So that is comes under the PCNSE certification, PCNSE curriculum, guys. Okay. So if you want to go for a PCNSA, this EDU 210 paper is enough. Okay. So, but if you want to go for a PCNSE certification, so as per the vendor training program, EDU 210 paper, EDU 220 paper, and EDU 330 paper, you have to cover. Okay. So EDU 210 paper, it's talk about firewall configuration and administration. Okay. So Palo Alto firewall configuration and administration. EDU 220 paper, it's talk about panorama management device. And EDU 330, it's talk about troubleshooting of your Palo Alto firewall. Okay, so these three papers, we are covering all these three papers under one curriculum. So after the training program of Palo Alto, you can go for a PCNSE certification directly, guys. Okay, so we will cover EDU 210 paper and EDU 220 paper and EDU 330 paper. So let me show you our curriculum. So I just want to give you overview. So detailed discussion I'll share due to time concern. So I just want to give you okay overview, right? And then detailed discussion video I'll share with you guys, so you can just refer it, guys. Okay. So in this syllabus, this is Palo Alto syllabus, so which include EDU 210 paper. So module 1 to module 11, it's talk about EDU 210 paper. So which means you are going to learn Palo Alto firewall here, EDU 210 paper. Okay. And EDU, model 12, it's talk about panorama. Okay. So that is EDU 220 paper, centralized management device, 220 paper, EDU 220 paper. Model 13, let's talk about troubleshooting, which is EDU 330 paper. EDU 330 paper. Okay. So how to capture the packet, what are the troubleshooting tools we have, resources and tools we have in a Palo Alto firewall, how to approach the troubleshooting methodology, how to capture the packet, how to troubleshoot the inbound direction traffic, outbound direction traffic system, and how to approach the hardware level issues, and how to raise the ticket for the hardware replacement, right, for the warranty apply, right? So all those stuffs we'll discuss under troubleshooting, which is comes under EDU 330 paper, guys. Okay. So for each and deep discussion about each and every topic, every module, so I'll share the link, so that it will take, if I start here, it will take another half an hour to 45 minutes to complete all this model to deeply to discuss deeply. So I'll share that recorded videos, so you can just go through that, guys. Okay. So this is comes under the Palo Alto and the checkpoint. So let me show here. And after the training program, after our training program, you can go for a checkpoint certification. The syllabus will be covered CCSA to CCSE. Is CCSA means it's an administrative level certification, checkpoint certified security administrator. So where you can manage your checkpoint firewall. So for the daily activities like um, create the object and configure the policies and deploy your checkpoint firewall in a standalone method and distributed method, right? So this thing you can able to do, but like advanced deployment, advanced topic like VPN, UTM features, SSL VPN app, and IPsec VPN, and UTM features like application control, URL filter, file blocking, and then device management like high availability and troubleshooting, right? And CL, right? So that and all comes under the CCSC syllabus as per the Gaia operating system 81.x latest of version. So that the syllabus. I'll show you here checkpoint syllabus. Okay, so module 1 to module 7, sorry, module 6, module 1 to module 6, it's talk about CCSA, checkpoint certified administrative, administrator. Okay, so module 1 to module 6, and module 7 to module 11, it's talk about CCSE expert level, where you are going to learn troubleshooting, and where you are going to learn monitoring and feature monitoring and reporting features, which is available in a checkpoint, firewall, and smart view, how to use a smart viewer tracker, how to use what is smart event, how to use this, right? So that and all, which it's smart event, smart reporter, smart view tracker, these are all the monitoring and log monitoring features, logs and monitoring features. So how to use these features to verify your logs and monitor the traffic, right? So that and all we are going to see here. And high availability, again, active passive and active both mode we are going to use cluster high availability. Okay, so that is comes under the CCSE, and VPN comes under the CCSE, and your advanced firewall features like UTM features comes under the CCSE only. Okay, and NAT policy deployment options, right? So taking a backup, restore, firewall administrator, privileges, how to access the checkpoint gateway, how to access the checkpoint manager, right? So through CLI and GUI, everything comes under CCSA, and how to create your own lab setup by using a EVNG tool, right? So that is the your module 2. Okay, an introduction to your checkpoint environment. So that is comes under the module 1, which is which is CCSA syllabus. Okay, these all these modules cover along with CCSA plus CCSE in a checkpoint. Okay, and when it comes to the Cisco ASA and Cisco FTD, there is no, so after completion of your checkpoint training program with us, so you can go for a CCSA certification and as well as CCSE certification. But as per the vendor, first you have to go from the CCSA. First, that is mandatory. If you are completed CCSA, then only you can able to go for CCSC certification, expert level certification. So validity 2 years and 300 USD cost for the each certification you have to pay. Okay, and in Cisco ASA and FTD, there is no specific certification program separately for the ASA and separately for the FTD, because it comes under the Cisco certification track. Either you can go with CCNP certification, security certification, or CCIE security certification. You have to go, guys. Okay. So in that case, these two products, actually you're going to learn three products: FTD, FMC, ASA. These three products you're going to learn under part of CCNP certification and as well as CCIE lab. Okay, so these two products, it's part of CCNP and CCIE course. Okay, IE lab. Okay, guys. So if you are already if you are already in a Cisco certification track, in a security track, if you have completed Cisco yes core security core 300 750. Okay, so S-Core, right? If you completed S-Core certification, so by learning this product, by using our course curriculum, you can go for a next generation Cisco next generation firewall specialized certification or concentration program. So if you have completed this concentration certificate with a Cisco next generation firewall, you will become a CCNP certified engineer. For that, prerequisite is you have to complete yes core concept, Cisco security core concept. So examination, you have your written examination you need to complete, then only you can go for a and Cisco next generation firewall specialist certification. So in that scenario, these two products will be helpful to you. If you learn, if you have a knowledge of these two products, you can clear this specialized certification and you can go. You then after you will become a CCNP certified, CCNP security certified engineer, guys. Okay, clear. So and this course curriculum each and every, so according to these two products, which is included the level of CC. We are going to you are going to learn these three, actually you are going to learn three products. One is ASA, another one is FTD, another one is FMC. So by as per the CCNP to CCIE security curriculums. Okay. So only these three products only comes under CCNP to CCIE. So and if you go for a CCIE certification, you need to learn multiple products. Okay, more than 8 products, more than nine products you have to learn. So in that 3 products, which is we are going to cover under this fine on firewall combo. So even though if you don't want to go for a certification, when comes to the firewall products, you can learn these 2 products. Okay. Why we have included this FTD in this fine on firewall combo? This is these whatever the products we are covering in this fine on firewall combo. These are all the market leaders. Okay, so that's the reason. So widely used firewall products in the industry. So these 5 products it is occupied the indices almost. These 5 products, we have n number of next generation firewalls, but these 5 products only occupied more than 65 percentage of the industry. Okay, so if you have a knowledge of these products, okay, you will get a high chances you'll when it comes to your employment, and as well as you can manage any products if you learn these 5 products. Okay, so easily you can learn, and you will become a versatile employee, so you can able to manage easily. You can learn other vendor products as well, and as well as the job security and job opportunity, and it's very high when it comes to the other next generation firewalls. Okay, for these 5 products. Okay, so these curriculum I'll share with you guys. So what are the topics we are going to cover under ASA curriculum and ASA product, and what are the topics we are going to cover under FTD products, right? So that I'll share with you guys, and along with that, a deep discussion about the course curriculum for ASA and FTD. I'll share with you that recorded video. I'll share with you so you can refer it, guys. Okay. So so and if you learn these products, what are the benefit? Why you need to learn multi-vendor products nowadays? If you when it comes to the security domain, right? So the clients are using multiple products. Okay. So if you're working under one one organization, so you are giving a support to the other your your clients, right? So your client may have other products, so right. So the client doesn't mean your client have only one firewall in their production network. They may have a multiple products. So so multiple vendor products they have. So in that scenario, if you're having a knowledge with only Palo Alto, right, or if you're having a knowledge with only FortiGate, or if you have a knowledge on only on checkpoint, so your client is move on to the next, or just newly they added a one more product, that is either Palo Alto or FortiGate, or right. So if you're not having a knowledge, if you're not able to manage that product, right, your client need to um, hire another people, right? So another people to manage that product, right? So they are not ready to they have to pay for you as well, and they have to pay for another people who is managing Palo Alto, right? So you are there also. So the the vendors, the clients, they don't want to have the, I mean, when the clients are need the people who manage multiple products, okay, while taking a project from the other companies. So if they have a person to manage multiple products, right, so in that case they can easily handle multiple clients, so that their revenue also increased. And so they always the clients or always the vendors or employers, right, so always they prefer the people who knows multiple vendor products, who can able to manage multiple vendor products. So that is the beneficiary for the employers. That is from the employer's perspective. So now we are going to see, if you are knowing multiple vendor products, what is the benefit for you as a employee? First thing, you have a more job opportunities. If you're looking, if you're going for an interview, and if you have a knowledge only checkpoint, right? So if you go to any job portal, if you just type a key skill with a checkpoint, you can, yes, you have a opportunities, but if you go for a job portal, and they're not only asking for the only specific product, they along with that they will mention, if you just check the job skill and then responsibilities, right? So they will mention like multiple vendor products like Paloalto, FortiGate, Checkpoint, like that. So they have given as an added advantage, and they will give a first preference for the people who manage multiple products. Okay, so so it is expanding your job opportunities. Okay, if you know multiple products, so interview call, you can get multiple interview calls. So in a specific, if you're having any specific products, you will get only get an interview call only on that specific product. But if you're uh, going for that particular interview, and one people know, I mean, you guys, let's say you guys know only Palo Alto, another, your another competitor is coming to the interview for the same position, and he has a knowledge of a multiple vendor product, like he also have a knowledge of FortiGate and Palo Alto, he also have a knowledge of Checkpoint, right? So in that scenario, so employer always prefer the people who knows multiple products, because in future also the employer will treat you as a asset of their company. So you can manage multiple products, and you can manage critical things as well. So any critical issues is coming, right? So with any unknown new product, right? So you can easily manage. So the employers prefer the people who can easily manage multiple products. Okay, so that is the advantage when you, if you're having a, so the competitive advantage you will get when you have a multiple product knowledge, and as well as so employability. So if, since you're a critical resources and you are able to manage multiple products, so that will be increased. So the in case if any recession is going on, or any due to any circumstance, so if your organization want to decrease the employ employers rights, so employees, right? So in that case, so you can secure your job, and it will helpful to you for increase your employability if you have a multiple product knowledge. Okay, so and then apart from this, so if you are going as, I mean, if you are working as a network security engineer or firewall administrator, so in so and so company, suddenly your organization change other products or included other products, so that time you will have a very, you will face a difficulty to manage that products. Okay, so you are the responsible administrator to manage all this product, right? So it will, you are going to face a lot of difficulties while managing new products. So if you know only one individual product, so you have to forcefully you will be forcefully pushed to learn other products. And so in this phasing, in this phase, you will face a lot of difficulties. Before learning this product, you are not able to manage that product, right? So in that case, that critical situation will helpful to you when you're learning these multiple products. And apart from the employability, if you know multiple products, when it will helpful to you in your career, like if you know multiple products, you can get promoted as a manager, lead, or technical manager, or product manager, or you can become you can become a architect as well. Okay, right? So if you have a multiple vendor and product knowledge, right? So you can become a architect or consultant, cyber security, network security consultant, right? So like that, you can move on to your career, guys. Okay, so that are all, these are all the advantage when you're having a knowledge of multiple vendor products. Okay, clear, guys? So for the each and every curriculum, right, for the each and every product, I'll share you for your reference. So these documents I'll share with you. Okay, so and along with that, today's recorded video I'll share with you for reference, guys. Okay, any doubts? So tomorrow also we are having a demo. So tomorrow we are going to perform any of the lab in a FortiGate, or a random topic I'm going to cover in a FortiGate firewall. Okay, so I hope you guys will join tomorrow as well. And our live batch starts from coming Monday, 16th October, guys. Okay. Any doubts, any queries,